Hello, Gamer Nation, Gamer who've signed in, and welcome back to Doki-Doki Literature Club. Part 5 got a little bit deeper than I expected, a little more touchy subject, especially with personal experiences of mine. So I had to take a small break. So it is now the next day, almost the afternoon, and I've been doing some thinking. I don't want to abandon the series. I wasn't expecting anything so deep, but that is not a reason to just stop. I don't want to abandon the series. Okay, so here's my plan. Luckily, in my saddened state, I saved it in a separate file. That is good, however. This file is my Natsuki complete route. Well, not complete, but I mean, it's so far been just Natsuki. This one has a slight deviation, and this one has a slight deviation. But this one is mainly Natsuki. The file under it, this one, is actually... This one is the same file as above, but it's where I chose Sayori instead of Natsuki. I couldn't just abandon her like that, so here's my plan. We're still doing the main Natsuki route, but now we're going to stray from the path and comfort Sayori first. Now, the Natsuki playthrough will be continued, I promise, but for now, I will comfort Sayori, because if I see a friend like that, I can't just abandon them. It's not how I am. So there's nothing else to do but continue. That's the only way we can get through this series and heal. Abandoning the series will just leave things incomplete, unaccomplished. It's the day of the festival. Of all days, I expected this to be the one where I'd be walking into school with Sayori. But Sayori isn't answering her phone. I considered going to her house to wake her up, but I decided that's a little too much. Meanwhile, the preparations for the event should be nearly complete. I managed to carry all the cupcakes myself by carefully stacking 2 trays. Natsuki is already texting up a storm, but I can't respond thanks to my hands being full. Funnily enough, I probably feel the same way as Natsuki about the event. I'm more excited for it to be over so I can spend time with Sayori and Natsuki at the festival. But knowing Monika, I'm sure the event will be great too. I'm not hearing any music. There shouldn't be an audio glitch. Jimmy! You are the first one here. Thanks for being early. That's funny. I thought at least Yuri would be here by now. Monika is placing little booklets of each of the desks in the classroom. They must be the ones she prepared to have all the poems we're performing. In the end, I found a random poem online that I thought Monika would like, and submitted it. So that's the one I'll be performing. I'm surprised you didn't bring Sayori with you. Yeah, she overslept again. That dummy. You'd think that on days this important she'd try a little harder. I say that, but I suddenly remember what Sayori told me, and I suddenly feel awful, knowing it's not nearly that simple for her. I only said it because it's the way I'm used to thinking, but maybe I should have gone to wake her up after all. You should talk a little responsibility for her, Jimmy. Take. I mean, especially after your exchange with her yesterday. How does she know about that? Oh. Huh? Wait, what? You kinda left her hanging this morning. Exchange? Monika, you know about that? Of course I do. I'm the club president, after all. But... I stammer, embarrassed. Did Sayori really tell her about it that quickly? That we're a couple now? I didn't really plan on bringing it up with anyone yet. Jeez. You don't know the full story at all, so don't worry. I probably know a lot more than you think, eh? Monica is being as friendly as usual, but for some reason I felt a chill down my spine after hearing that. It's not just you. Also, the lack of music is not helping. Am I supposed to not hear music right now? Hey, do you want to check out the pamphlets? They came out really nice. Yeah, sure. I grabbed one of the pamphlets and look at them. Oh yeah, they did. Something like this will definitely help people take the club more seriously. Yeah, I thought so too. I flipped through the pages. Each member's poem is neatly printed on its own page, giving it an almost personal feel. I recognized Natsuki and Yuri's poems from the ones they performed during our practice. What's this? I flipped to Sayori's poem. It's different from the one she practiced. It's one that I haven't read before. My head, get out of my head. Get out of my head, 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 get out of my head. Get out of my head, 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 get out of my head. Get out of my head, get out of my head, get out of my What is this? Reading the poem, I get a pit in my stomach. Yeah. Jimmy? What's wrong? Nothing. This poem feels completely different from everything else Sayori's has written. But more than that, I changed my mind. I'm going to get Sayori, so, well, alright. Try not to take too long, okay? I'm not gonna... What am I gonna see? I quickly leave the classroom. Don't strain yourself. Monica calls that out after me. I quicken my pace. What was I thinking? I should have tried a little bit harder for Sayori. It's not a big deal to at least wait for her or help her wake up. Even the simple gesture of walking to her school makes her really happy. Besides, I told her yesterday that things will be the same as always been. That's all she needs, and what I want to give her. I reach Sayori's house and knock on the door. I don't expect an answer, since she's not picking up her phone. Like yesterday, I open the door and let myself in. Sayori? She really is a hefty sleeper. I swallow. I can't believe I ended up doing this after all, waking her up in her own house. That really is something that a boyfriend would do, isn't it? In any case, it's just right. Outside Sayori's room, I knock on the door. Sayori? Wake up, dummy. There's no response. I really didn't want to have to enter her room like this. Isn't it kind of a breach of privacy? But she really gives me no choice. Don't. I gently open the door. What the hell? What the hell? Is this a nightmare? It has to be. This isn't real. There's no way this can be real. Sayori wouldn't do this. Everything was normal up until a few days ago. That's why I can't believe what my eyes are showing me. I suppressed the urge to vomit. Just yesterday, I told Sayori I would be there for her. I told her I know what's best and that everything will be okay. Then why? Why would she do this? How could I be so helpless? What did I do wrong? Confessing to her. I shouldn't have confessed to her. There's no way Sayori needed it at all. No! She even told me how painful it was. I had a sinking feeling that that's what happened. Then why did I confess to her? Why was I so selfish? This is my fault. My swarming thoughts keep telling me everything could have done to prevent this. If I just spent more time with her, walked her to school, and remained friends with her like it always has been, then I could have prevented this. I know I could have prevented this. Screw the literature club. Screw the festival. I just lost my best friend. Someone I grew up with. She's gone forever now. Nothing I can do to bring her back. This isn't some game where I can just reset and try something different. I had only one chance, and I wasn't careful enough. And now I'll carry this guilt with me until I die. Nothing in my life is worth more than hers. But I still couldn't do what she needed from me, and now I can never take it back. Never, 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 never. What do you mean? It's only... Load. Yeah, you underestimate. I have separate files. I can... No! I see an annoying girl running towards me from the distance, waving her arms in the air like she's totally oblivious to any attention she might draw to herself. That girl is my neighbor and good friend since we were children. You know, the kind of friend that you never see yourself making today. But it just kind of works out because you've known each other for so long. We used to walk to school together on days like this, but starting around high school, she would oversleep more and more frequently, and I would be tired of waiting her up. But if she is going to chase me after like this, it's better off running away. However, I just sigh and idle in front of the crosswalk and let catch up to me. What's going on? It's an ordinary school day like any other. Mornings are usually the worst, being surrounded by couples and friend groups walking toward together. Meanwhile, I've always walked to school alone. I can't escape. I'm stuck on this save file. I always tell myself it's about time I meet some girls or something like that, but I have no motivation to join any clubs. I'm perfectly content getting on by average while spending my free time on games and anime. There's always the anime club, but it's not like there would be any girls in it anyway. The school day is just as ordinary as over. After I pack up my things, I stare blankly at the wall, looking for some kind of motivation clubs. There really aren't any that interest me. Besides, most of them would probably be way too demanding for me to deal with. I guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club. Jimmy? Monica? Oh my goodness, I totally didn't expect to see you here. It's been a while, right? Yeah, it has. Monica smiles sweetly. We do know each other. Well, we rarely talked, but we're in the same class last year. Monica was probably the most popular girl in class. Smart, beautiful, athletic. Basically completely out of my league. So having her smile at me so genuinely feels a little... What did you come in here for, anyway? Oh, I've just been looking for supplies to use for my club. Do you know if there's any construction paper in here? Or markers? I guess you could check the closet. You're in the debate club, right? About that. I actually quit the debate club. Really? You quit? Yeah. To be honest, I can't stand all of the politics around the major clubs. It feels like nothing but arguing about the budget and publicity and how to prepare for events. I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. Like I want to do with my RPG. In that case, what club did you decide to join? Actually, I'm starting a new one. A literature club. Literature? That sounds kind of dull? How many members do you have so far? It's kind of embarrassing, but there are only 3 of us so far. It's really hard to find new members or something that sounds boring. Well, I can see that. But it's really not boring at all, you know. Literature can be anything. Reading, writing, poetry. I mean, one of my members even keeps her manga collection in the club room. It's not Suki. I can't escape that. Wait, really? Yeah, it's funny, right? She always insists that manga is literature too. I mean, she's not wrong, I guess. And besides, a member's a member, right? Did Monica say she? Hey, Jimmy. By any chance, are you still looking for a club to join? I mean, I guess so, but... In that case, is there any chance you could do me a big favor? I won't ask you to join, but if you could at the very least visit my club, it would make me really happy. Please? I guess I have no reason to refuse. Besides, how could I ever refuse someone like Monica? Sure, I guess I could check it out. Awesome! You're really sweet, Jimmy, you know that? I tried to be, but that got me... different, and it's nothing really. Shall we go then? I'm looking for the marshal for materials. Another time you were important. And thus today marks the day I sold. Please don't have Sayori hanging in the wall, in the hall. Please don't have Sayori hanging in the hall. Calm down. Calm down. You can do this. And thus, today marks the day I sold my soul to Monica and her irresistible smile. I timidly follow Monica across the school, and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit, being generally used for third classes and activities. Monica, full of energy, swings open the classroom door. I'm back! And I brought a guest with me. It's Yuri. Eh? A guest?
Seriously, you brought a boy? Wait to kill ya.
All words escape me in this situation. This club is full of incredibly cute girls.
So let me guess.
You're Monica's boyfriend, right? Or
No, I'm not.
Natsuki. The girl with the sour attitude, whose name is apparently Natsuki, is one I don't recognize. Her small figure makes me think she's probably a first year.
Anyway, this is Natsuki, energetic as usual. And this is Yuri, the vice president.
It's nice to meet you. Yuri, who appears comparably more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with someone like Natsuki. Yeah, it's nice to meet both of you. So I ran into Jimmy in the classroom, and he decided to come check out the club.
Isn't that great? Wait, Monica! Didn't I tell you to let me know in advance before you brought anyone new?
I was going to, well, you know, bake some cupcakes. I didn't forget that. It just happened to run into him. In that case, I should at least make some tea, right?
Yeah, that would be great.
Why don't you come sit down, Jimmy? The girls have a few desks to arrange from a table. Yuri walks to the corner of the room and opens the closet. Meanwhile, Monica and Natsuki sit across from each other. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Monica.
So, I know you didn't really plan on coming here, but we'll make sure you feel right at home, okay? As president of the Literature Club, it's my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone.
I'm surprised there aren't more people in the club yet. It must be hard to start a new club.
You could put it that way.
Not many people are very interested in putting out all the effort to start something brand new. Especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention like literature. You have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile. But it makes school events, like the festival, that much more important. I'm confident that we can all really grow this club before we graduate.
Right, Natsuki? Well, I guess.
Natsuki reluctantly agrees. Such different girls, all interested in the same the same goals. Monica must have worked really hard just to find these two. Yuri returns to the table carrying a tea set. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before we, do a teapot.
You keep a whole tea set in this classroom?
Don't worry. The teachers gave us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? I guess. I myself just, drink a cold glass of tea. Don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri's just trying to impress you. That's not... Insulted, Yuri looks away. I meant that, you know. I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but I at least enjoy tea. I'm glad. Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. So, Jimmy, what kind of things do you like to read? Well, considering how little I've read these past few years, I don't really have a good way of answering that. Manga. I muttered quietly to myself. Natsuki's head slightly perks up. She looks like she wants to say something. I mean, we've heard this all before, right? Maybe I could skip forward just a little bit. Wait. Didn't Monica used to say it did not suit her personality before? I saw that for a split second. Monica said it did suit her personality.
Oh, is that so? Really, if a story makes me think, or takes me to another world, then I can't really put it down.
Surreal horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world,
if only for a moment.
Ugh, I hate horror.
Oh? Why is that?
Well, never mind.
That's right, you're usually to write cute things, don't you, Natsuki?
What?
What gives you that idea? You left a piece of scrap paper behind in the last club meeting.
You made a wonderful poem called
Don't Say It Out Loud! And give that back! Fine.
You write your own poems?
Yeah, well, I guess sometimes. Why do you care?
I think that's impressive. Why don't you share them sometime?
No!
You wouldn't like them. Not a very confident writer.
I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence.
The truest form of writing. Am I unable to get into Natsuki's route again because the game deleted Sayori's character? Oh. Oh no. That was new. So Yuri is the vice president this time. I did want to take the opportunity of vice president. I need to do my best to nurture this club as well as members. Besides, now that we have a new member, it seems like a good step for us to take. Do you agree as well, Jimmy? Hold on, there's still one problem. What's that? Now that we reached I never said I would join this club. Monica may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made the decision. I still have other clubs to look at, and, But... I'm sorry, I thought... I guess I need to tell you that... This is new, What truth are you going to tell me? And I'm not talking about Planet Dolan's truth. Like, I'm actually serious. The thing is, we don't have enough members yet to form an official club. We need 4. And I've been trying really, really hard to find new members. You killed off one of your members! Well, you were part of it. I know you were. And if we don't find one more before the festival, I am defenseless against these girls. Right. I have decided then I'll join the literature club. I didn't say what she read, because before she was talking about cupcakes. I guess she said, if you didn't join, I'd be super pissed. Because before she said, never mind. We could become an official club now. Think... Was there typing in the background? I didn't type anything other than the enter key. Thank you so much for this. You're really amazing. I'll do everything I can to give you a great time, okay? Thanks, I guess. Okay, everyone. I think with that, we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone remember today's assignment? Write a poem to bring the next meeting. I look forward to seeing how you express yourself. Yeah. Yeah, my anxiety is welling up in more ways than a poem.
Okay.
I'll see you tomorrow by then.
Can't wait.
With that, I depart and make my way home. The whole way, my mind wanders back and forth between the three girls, Natsuki, Yuri, and of course, Monika. Will I really be happy spending every day after school in a literature club? Perhaps I'll have the chance to grow closer to one of these girls. Alright. I'll just need to make the most of my circumstances, and I'm sure good fortune will find me. And I guess that starts with writing a poem tonight. If you guys can't decipher the poem, it reads, "Nothing is real?" as a question.
Sayori's chibi.
Calm down, please. What do I do? What do I do? Do I try to get closer to Natsuki again? I know almost all of her words now. odd. Yeah, I knew it. Hi, Monica. You're telling me my save files are deleted now? Ugh. That's fine. This will be a lot more complicated than I thought. When did this unlock? History? I don't remember that. It's only 30 minutes long. Do I end it? Do I end the... No, we're going to continue. It's only 30 minutes.
Hi again, Jimmy. Glad to see you didn't run away on us.
Nah, don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but I keep my word. I'm back at the Literature Club. I was last to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out. Out. Calm down. Thanks for keeping your promise, Jimmy. I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you. Yeah, no, not at all. Making you dive headfirst into literature when you're not
Oh, come on. Like he deserves any slack. You already had to be dragged in here by Monica. Is the screen different to you guys as well? It's like...
I can't help but...
I don't know if you plan to just come here and hang out or what. But if you don't take us seriously, then you won't see the end of...
Monica, your figure is out of the screen! One moment. Oh. It's not listed in the history. Interesting. Hold on, let's just continue. Okay, she's out of the way now. Okay. Natsuki, you certainly have a big mouth for someone who keeps her manga collection in the club room. Something's definitely weird right now with the screen. Yeah, it's...
Manga's literature!
Swiftly defeated, Natsuki pops back into her seat. The screen, I don't... I'm sorry, Jimmy. we'll make sure to put your comfort first, okay? I'm very uncomfortable right now. That's far beyond fixable. Yuri shoots Natsuki with a disappointed glance. Anyway, now that you're in the club and all, perhaps you might have interest in picking up a book to read? Well, I can't really say no either way. Like you said, I'm in this club now, so it only feels right for me to do something that if you ask. Wait, I didn't mean it like that. Ooh. If you don't really want to, then forget I said anything, I guess. It's not that free. I want to try to be a part of this club. So even if I don't read often, I'd be happy to pick up a book if you wanted me to. Are you sure? I just felt like, well, as vice president and all, that I should help you get started on something you might like. Yuri reaches into her bag and pulls out a book. I didn't want you to feel left out. So I picked out a book that I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention, even if you don't usually read. And we could, discuss it if you wanted. How is this girl accidentally being so cute? She even picked out a book she thinks I'll like, despite me not reading much. Yuri, thank you! I'll definitely read this. Phew. Well, you can read it at your own pace. I knew it! The screen fixed itself. Sorry if that's what I noticed. The screen tilting bothered me this entire time, so if Yuri had a sudden change in expression, I'm sorry if I missed that. Now that everyone's settled in, I expected Monica to kick off the activities, but that doesn't seem to be the case. Yuri's face is already buried in a book, and I can't help but notice her intense expression. Natsuki's rummaging around in the closet. Ugh. I hear Natsuki utter an exasperated sigh from within the closet. She seems to be annoyed by something. I approach her, in case she needs a hand. You looking for something in there? Fucking Monica!
She never puts my stuff right in the right spot. What's the point of keeping your collection organized if someone's just gonna screw it up?
Natsuki slides a bunch of stacked books across the shelf. Manga.
You read manga, right?
Sometimes. Yeah, manga. How'd you know how to read? I heard you bring it up at some point.
Besides, it's kind of written on your face.
What's that supposed to mean? I see. There's a lone volume of manga amidst a stack of various books on this side of the shelves. Curious, I pull it out of the stack.
There it is!
Much better. We kind of saw this before, but I'm not taking chances. Seeing a box set with one of book missing is probably the most irritating sight in the world. I know that feel. I have so many chills right now. Perfect, girls? If you're gonna judge, do it from the glass. Hey, wait a minute, I wasn't judging. Okay.
Don't judge a book!
What is happening?
In fact,
Natsuki pulls out the first part.
I'm going to show you exactly why.
I started the cover. Yep, exceedingly well. Don't just stand there. Wah! Wouldn't chairs be more comfortable? Chairs wouldn't work. We couldn't sit at the same time. It's easier to sit like this. Don't just say that. Okay, we've seen this part before. I opened the book. Oh, how long has it been since I've seen the beginning? You don't go back and flip through the older volumes every now and then?
Not really.
Maybe sometimes after I've already finished the series.
Yeah, are you paying attention?
I am, but everything's the same, typical, like a plot.
Oh,
after all the... after all of the... I'm not gonna see Sayori... I am now paranoid that I'm gonna see Sayori hanging everywhere now. I am so paranoid of that. But after seeing all the creepy stuff, I am honestly relieved to see such an adorable picture of Natsuki.
It's not, even though you're just watching me read.
Well,
I'm fine with that.
if you say so. I guess it's fun sharing something you like with someone else. I always get excited when I convince any of my friends to pick up a series I enjoy. You know what I mean? You don't?
That's not... Well, I wouldn't really know.
What do you mean? You don't share your manga?
Could you not rub it in? Jeez.
Sorry.
They just think it's manga for kids. I can't even bring it up without them being all like, you still haven't outgrown that yet?
Makes me want to punch them in the face. Ugh, I know those kinds of people. Honestly, it takes a lot of effort to find friends who don't judge, much less friends who are also into it. I'm already kind of a loser, so I gravitate toward the other losers over time. But it's probably harder for someone like you.
Yeah, that's pretty accurate.
Wait, which part?
I mean, I feel like I can't even keep it in my own room. My dad would beat the shit out of me if he found out about this.
What is with the weird glitches in the text? I am so nervous.
At least here in the club room, except Monica's kind of a jerk about it. I just can't win, can I?
Well, it paid off in the end, didn't it? I mean, here I am reading it.
Well, it's not like
you solve any of my problems, yeah. But at least you're enjoying yourself, right?
So? Jeez, that's enough. Are you going to keep reading or what?
Yeah. Isn't she supposed to laugh? Natsuki's strangely quiet now. I glance over at her. What? I mean, that's adorable, but... I don't know what's going on! It looks like she started to fall asleep. Hey, Natsuki. Yeah?
Hey!
Excuse me?
Oh, jeez. Natsuki, are you okay?
Here. Monica reaches into her bag and pulls out some kind of protein bar. She throws it in Natsuki's direction. Natsuki's eyes suddenly lit up again. She snatches the bar from the floor and immediately tears off the wrapper.
I told you not to give me...
She doesn't even finish her sentence before stuffing it in her mouth. Don't worry, Jimmy. She's fine. It just happens every now and then. That's why I always keep a snack in my bag for her. Anyway, why don't we all share poems now?
What?
I told Natsuki I was interested. It's probably fair if I share with her first.
Okay, well, let's start with the things I don't like. First of all,
Never mind, I don't feel like giving you my opinion. What's the point of sharing? I wrote this when I could have been doing other things.
ooh,
In fact, I remember how I said you wanted to read your poems? That's what I had in mind writing this. I wanted to help feel comfortable share yours, like Monica said.
ooh. Well, I would be more comfortable sharing my poem if yours was really bad. You were supposed to show me some dumb poem, making me go, ha! Well, it's not that great. Well, let me show you what real literature looks like. And you went and ruined it. I hope you're happy.
So in other words, you liked it.
Ugh.
Natsuki's rhetoric gets caught in her throat.
Ooh, you're so... You don't understand anything, do you? I already told you that you don't have to go announcing it to the world like you're all self-important. Pretty sure you actually said that.
You actually didn't say that. Or you actually said that. What? I say that mostly to myself. Natsuki must really hate me or something. Excuse me. I can't figure out if it's a win or a loss that she likes my poem. Yeah, when I was doing her route, it was a win, but now? I don't know. In any case, you still want to show me yours, right? Fine, I guess. Only because Monica will make me if I don't. Okay, it's the same cute little poem as before. Yeah. Told you weren't gonna like it. I like it.
What? Just be honest.
I am. Why are you so convinced that I wouldn't like it?
Well, because everyone in the school thinks writing has to be all sophisticated and junk. So people don't even take my writing seriously. But isn't the point of poems for people to express themselves?
Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid.
Yes, exactly. I like when it's easy to read but hits you hard, like in this poem. Seeing everyone around you do great things can really be disheartening. So I decided to write about it.
Yeah, I understand.
But the other nice thing about simple writing is that it puts more weight on the wordplay. Like, I set it up for a rhyme at the end, but then it fell flat on purpose.
It helps people bring out the feeling in the last line. So you did. I guess more went into it than I realized.
That's what it means to be a pro. I'm glad you learned something. Didn't expect that from the youngest one here, did ya?
Yeah, I guess not. I decided to humor her with that last comment. This should be mostly the same. I'm skipping, but I'm paying attention to the wording to see if there's anything different. Yeah, it's just a ghost. Okay, well, that's fine. Um, I, I don't know who to go for. Hi, Money.
Hi, Jimmy. Having a good time so far?
Yeah.
Good. Glad to hear it.
By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever want suggestions, new activities, I'm always listening. This is like cuter than I expected. Oh geez, no. Kinda makes me think something that Natsuki would write, yep. If you're interested in Natsuki, then I always keep a snack on you. She'll cling to you like a puppy. Cute! But, Natsuki's dad doesn't give her lunch money or leave her any food in the house, so she's in a fussy mood pretty often. But sometimes she just loses all her strength and shuts down. Like earlier. This is just a guess, but I think she's so small because of her malnutrition is interfering with her adolescence growth. But hey, some guys are into petty girls too, you know? Sorry, I'm just trying to look at the bright side. Anyway, do you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not very good. Hole in the wall. This is the same poem, or should be. So, what did you think? It's very free form. You're welcome. Yeah. I guess that's everyone. I glance around the room. That was a little more stressful than I anticipated. It's as if everyone is judging me for my mediocre writing abilities, even if they're just being nice. This is a literature club. Music is slightly different. Nothing too big, but it's like ever so slightly. I guess that's what I ended up getting myself into. Across the room, Monika is writing something in her notebook. My eyes land on Yuri and Natsuki. They gingerly exchange sheets of paper, sharing their respective poems, and each in tandem. Frustration, smiles. What's with this language? And here we go. And there's the boob comment. Natsuki. What was... What? What's happening? Edgy? It's not like myself of your mental age to comprehend. See? Just saying that proves my point. Most people are gonna get themselves to graduate middle school. If you want to prove something, harassing others with your sickening attitude, you think you can counterbalance your toxic personality just by acting cute? The only cute thing is how hard you try. Whoa, be careful, you might cut yourself with that edge. Oh, my bad, you already do, don't you? Did you just accuse me cutting myself? What the fuck is wrong with your head? Yeah, go on. Let Jimmy hear everything you really think. I'm sure he'll be head over heels after you. Ah. Jimmy, she's just trying to make me look bad. That's not true. She started it. Hey, Jimmy. Why don't we step outside for a little bit? Okay? Sorry about that. They really shouldn't have tried to get you involved. It's probably better for us to stay out of this. We'll go back inside once they're done yelling. Some president I am, right? I can't even comfort my own club members properly. I just wish I was able to be a little more assertive sometimes. But I never have it in me to put my foot down against others. You understand, right? Anyway, if this makes you want to spend less time with the others, then that's fine. Did her expression change? There was a bit of a lag in her reaction. I was looking at the text. I'd be happy to spend time with you instead. Suddenly Natsuki. Oh dear. Well, it looks like they're done. I didn't mean it. Yuri is rocking back and forth in her desk with the palms on her forehead. Yuri? I didn't mean it. I believe you. I have no idea what Yuri might have said to Natsuki, or did. Jimmy, please don't hate me, please. I'm not like this. There's something wrong with me today. It's fine, Yuri. We know you didn't mean it. Besides, I'm sure Natsuki will forget all about it by tomorrow. Completely. Anyway, this meeting is over, so you can go home now. Yuri looks at me like she wants to say something, but keeps glancing at Monika. You can go first, Monika. I'd like to stay for a little bit longer. I'm the president, so I should be the last one out. I'll wait for you to be done. Well, I'm vice president, so please let me take that responsibility today. It kind of sounds like you don't want me to be around for something, Yuri. It's not that. I didn't get much of a chance to discuss my book with Jimmy. It would be embarrassing with you listening. I guess I don't really have a choice, do I? I'm sorry for causing much trouble. Ah. Ah! This has been Gamer Hooves.
Signing